Welcome to Manage It Monday. You're welcome. I'm Rochelle. In business, leadership isn't just about making decisions. It's about making them with intention. As Will Guidara highlights in the book Unreasonable Hospitality, every choice from major business moves to daily habits should be made thoughtfully, with clear purpose and an eye on the desired result. Intentional leadership is more than just showing up and delegating. It's about creating an environment where people feel valued, systems run with ease, and progress is steady. It's about setting the tone and making deliberate choices that build connection, trust, and lasting success. Because as Will says, let your energy impact the people around you rather than the other way around. Too often, leaders allow the frustrations of the moment to dictate their energy rather than setting the tone themselves. But the best leaders understand that their energy shapes the culture of their team. It influences morale, and ultimately it determines the level of service and success that they all achieve. Today, we're diving into how to lead with intention, set clear expectations for your team, and create a culture that drives results. Intentional leadership transforms teams. It builds sustainable businesses and fosters growth for you as the leader and for your entire business. Many leaders struggle to truly connect with their teams because they lack clarity, they lack structure, and energy. It's their leadership approach that needs refining, a little tweaking. They want people to step up, but they don't create the right conditions for that to happen. They want a strong team, but aren't investing in developing one. Here's what unintentional leadership looks like. Expecting engagement without creating a warm, inviting, and dedicated space for it. Avoiding feedback and difficult conversations and failing to adjust. Failing to create structured systems for meetings, planning, decision-making, and execution, and not modeling the behavior they want to see in their team. When leaders don't intentionally set the tone, people disengage, leading to disorganization, inefficiency, and business stagnation. In industries like food service, this just doesn't affect profitability. It puts food safety and compliance at risk. So how do we shift from reactive leadership to intentional leadership? Let's take a look at two real-world examples. One of my clients, a vice president in a food manufacturing company, stepped into a leadership role with self-awareness and a willingness to grow. While he had a strong background in food safety and food production, his experience was heavy in managing incidents rather than building proactive systems. His goals were and are to lead his team effectively, to develop regulatory compliant policies and procedures, and to build programs that align with the growing business. For the past 6 months, we've worked one-on-one, splitting our time between food safety plan and SOP development, as well as leadership and people management and training. Because he is intentional about his impact, he has taken ownership of his growth and put recommendations into action. He's developed his own leadership style, delivering in a way that aligns with his personality. He's learned to adapt his communication style to the individuals he's talking to, ensuring his team understands and buys into the change he's implementing. And he has built trust by involving his team in tough decisions rather than dictating from the top down. We all know about that. So as a result, he's not only seeing growth in himself, but in his team. He is proof that intentional leadership leads to transformation, both personally and professionally. On the other hand, I worked with a business owner who had the vision, but definitely lacked intentionality in execution. She spent months sitting on a business idea, avoiding the necessary steps to build the systems, the structures, and the organization that was needed for the business to succeed. She had delays in one area of the business, but didn't use that time wisely to prepare in other ways. Instead of developing strong policies and systems, building a structured plan for her team, and setting clear goals for her products and her services, instead, she remained in a constant state of waiting. She struggled with receiving feedback, and rather than adjusting to the needs, she resisted change, which eventually led to wasted time that could have been spent refining her business structure and concept, a lack of clarity that prevented her team from moving forward, causing a lot of frustration, and fractured relationships within her business. The difference, you ask? The VP acted with intention. The business owner hesitated. One is seeing growth and momentum, while the other is chasing deadlines and dealing with personnel issues. Sometimes the best leadership decision you can make is recognizing when something isn't working and having the courage to pivot. The best leaders build systems that support people. Great businesses don't run on hope. They run on strong systems, open communication, and shared responsibility. Intentional leadership means setting the standard. Your team follows your lead. If you want engagement, be engaged. Creating systems that empower others to lead. When you build structure with your team, you create confidence, buy-in, and ownership. Giving and receiving feedback. Leaders grow when they create an environment where learning and improvement are the norm. And building trust through transparency and collaboration. Encourage openness and clear expectation, strengthens teams, and it leads to long-lasting success. So, how can you apply intentional leadership to your team? Let's break it down. A strong leader doesn't just tell their team what to do. They create an environment where people feel empowered, engaged, and clear on their role and expectations. That starts with setting intentions in these key areas. First, you want to foster a culture of collaboration. Encourage open communication and teamwork. And create structured opportunities for feedback and discussion. Everyone doesn't give and receive the same way. So get creative with these opportunities. You want people to share. You want them to talk. Prioritize professional development. Invest in training and growth opportunities for yourself and your team. Show a commitment to their future, not just the immediate task at hand. 2. Emphasize accountability without micromanaging. Set clear expectations and follow through on them. Build systems where your employees take ownership of their roles and their responsibilities. Model the energy you want to see. If you want enthusiasm, be enthusiastic. If you want structure, be structured. Your team reflects the energy that you bring into the room. Now let's talk about your energy. A leader's energy is one of the most overlooked aspects of effective leadership. Studies show that leaders who project enthusiasm, clarity, and confidence. Remember, I keep saying that. Create workplaces with higher engagement, lower burnout, and stronger trust. A 2022 study in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found that teams led by an engaging, intentional leader reported higher levels of happiness and trust, and they were more productive. How can you cultivate the right energy as a leader? Be present. Engage with your team, ask questions, and show genuine interest. Stay positive, even in challenges. Energy is contagious. Make sure yours is worth catching. Lead with confidence, not chaos. If you're unclear or indecisive, your team will be too. And take care of yourself. Rested, balanced leaders create calm, structured workplaces with empowered teams. Now, time for your Manage It weekly action. Take one intentional step to improve your leadership. Identify one system in your business that lacks structure. Set a clear, non-negotiable for your team. For example, have them complete a food safety checklist. Schedule a team meeting to co-create a better process together. And then pay attention to how your energy shifts your team's responses throughout the week. And then let me know how that goes in the comments. Remember, intentional leadership isn't about controlling everything. It's about creating the right environment for people to be successful. You want them to handle the company's business right, so you've got to create that space. So whether you're in food safety, business management, or leading a team in any industry, the best results come when you lead with purpose, listen to your team, and set the foundations for success. Now let me know how you feel about this by giving me a thumbs up or subscribe. And I'm going to give you this challenge because when you do, everything runs a little bit smoother and everyone wins. So be intentional, have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next Monday. Remember,